So I have no idea how this happened, truly not even a clue, but apparently that vegan teacher is making a comeback in terms of relevancy. A fellow YouTuber and friend of mine named TagSwag made a video about that vegan teacher a week ago, and it now has 1 million views. Now I of course want 1 million views, so we're gonna be reacting to one of that vegan teacher's newest videos on YouTube. She recently uploaded a video where she celebrates her 5-year anniversary of becoming vegan. Now some of you watching this video right now might not even know who that vegan teacher is, and I can't blame you. Now that vegan teacher is best known for being the elderly psych ward fugitive who apparently is now preaching veganism on TikTok/YouTube. But yeah, with that out of the way, I think we should take a look at her celebration for 5 years of being a vegan.
Well, I guess it's safe to say that after being vegan for 5 years now, that the honeymoon's kind of over. You know, when you're first vegan, you start to meet other vegans. The first thing you think is, oh, thank God, somebody who understands me. And you're super happy about it. You're just like, yes, 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 yes.
Oh my god, relax, calm down. She's like, yes, yes, the day has come. I mean, to be honest, right, if I was really stupid and I walked into a room with people equally as stupid as me, I'd be kind of hyped. So I guess I understand her mentality with that, but I don't know, man, this whole veganism thing in general, it's a little bit sus to me. I'm not saying just because something is unpopular that it's inherently bad or that it's inherently stupid, but you gotta question at some point when you're actually rejoicing when you meet people who agree with you on certain things. You have to wonder, why is it so hard to meet people who agree with me on these things in the first place? Is my opinion perhaps stupid? Now obviously on certain things like politics, not everyone's gonna agree, and that makes sense, right? But on veganism, right, and like flat earthers are the same thing, where if not enough people are agreeing with your mentality and you're freaking out and literally having joy-based panic attacks, every time you meet somebody who remotely agrees with your message, maybe your message is brain dead. Like if there's two people going on a date and neither one of them knows how to divide, sure, they might celebrate their mutual disability, right? But at the same time, it's still like, bro, you are stupid.
Our core values are going to be the same. We're going to agree about how the animals are treated and how the environment should be treated. And of course, that's going to blow over to other issues in our lives. But then you quickly realize, wait a second, I don't necessarily agree with these people.
Wait, vegans fighting with other vegans? Are vegans allowed to have beef? Because, I mean, aren't they vegan? That vegan teacher may have caught you slipping.
All of these things. And how come that person is being mean in that regard? And things like that. And you start to think, wait a second. Well, never mind. Because, you know, we're all vegans, so it must be good. And you call yourselves a vegan community.
Look, I hate to be that guy who pauses the video every 5 seconds, right? Like, I'm not a pausing Pedro. And this comment that I'm about to make is totally unrelated to her message, but that vegan teacher has no drip whatsoever. She's literally walking on the streets wearing a denim shower cap? Who the hell gave this fit the okay? And also completely unrelated once again, if we rewind that little clip that I just showed you, apparently she's at like some sort of zoo. Did they name one of the animals Boris?
Then there was this whole thing of this culture, this supposed woke culture. And they started coming up with these ideas that white veganism is a thing, and I should feel guilty for being white.
Okay, I obviously agree with that vegan teacher on the point that nobody should feel bad for being white, you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody, I think, should go up to you and be like, hey, you're white, apologize. But I disagree with that vegan teacher on pretty much everything else. You should not go up to black people or just say that all black people should be vegans. Black people, and any people, as a matter of fact, can do whatever they want. Except for obviously places like North Korea, where you quite literally are not allowed to say that Kim Jong-un is below a 10 out of 10 on the attractiveness scale without being beheaded. Or, you know, certain parts of the Middle East where women, like, can't drive. But back to my main point, I don't think we should be forcing or shoving our beliefs down other people's throats. I'm sorry, but I personally don't think that we should shame people if they prefer to eat a steamed pork dumpling over, like, broccoli. I don't think that's the end of the world.
And, you know, eventually, after a certain point, you start to think, actually, we're really all individuals.
So let me get this straight. After 5 years of being a vegan, 5 years, okay? We know that number, 5 years? After 5 years of being a vegan, that vegan teacher has finally discovered that humans and individuals have individual opinions, even if they might agree on certain things. You know, it's like a conclusion that I would probably conclude if I was maybe 7. I would probably conclude that, you know, maybe if my friend John and I agree that 2 + 2 is 4, John might not support the war in Iraq the same way I do. That was an obvious example. Is there even a war in Iraq? I have no idea.
That's what it really comes down to. There's no such thing as a community.
I really don't know what you're trying to say by this, but there is such thing as a community? Like, what? Communities are a real thing. Just because people within a community might have differing opinions on certain things that the community cares about, that doesn't mean the community doesn't exist.
You might have things in common with one another in the vegan community, but there's so many things that we might not agree on. Even how to do activism. Early on, when I started to do activism and I started to be critical a little bit about what was going on, I remember one time going to this event. It was outdoors and it was freezing cold here in Montreal in Canada. And I know you guys want to see Bella, so I'm going to try and film her. We were standing outside for a really long time waiting for the posters to show up for a Canada Goose protest. And the person who was organizing the thing was really late. There were no posters, and there was about 30 or 50 of us. I don't know, a huge amount of us standing in this park. I mean, really bitter cold. And I was there as a reporter type role. That was more my thing. I really like to film others. Actually, believe it or not, I'd rather film someone else than myself.
That vegan teacher, I clicked on this video for a vlog, not a story time, okay? If I wanted a story time, I could easily click on to Luna. Can we, for the love of God, get into the meat and potatoes of what you're actually trying to say here? And, you know, probably not like meat and potatoes, probably just potatoes, but you get my point. Because so far from this video, what I've gained is that after 5 years of being a vegan, that vegan teacher has finally learned that some people may disagree with her, which is rich, by the way.
But here I am, I'm it right now. And so, the people showed up late, and I said afterwards, you know, that was really not good, and we need to revise what happened, what went well with this protest and what didn't. Because I was actually trying to film and I had to do it with my bare hands, and I was waiting and shivering, and you know, we had paid for parking, so that was also going up, and we had a commitment at home that we had to get to, so we had blotted out a certain amount of time in order to be able to get to that protest event. Anyway, I realized that the organizers were quite offended if you try to talk about what went right and what went wrong. You know, we all are human, we all make mistakes, we are all here to learn and to grow. And so what I realized at the time is that you know, we might all be part of this one supposed, what we would call a community, but in reality, we all have very different ideas about how things should go. Another time was when we were protesting in a food.
That vegan teacher is quite literally finding new ways to say nothing. And I mean, that's rich coming from me, right? Because I'm a YouTube commentary channel. I pretty much exist to say nothing of any sort of substance. So honestly, with that in mind, that vegan teacher, you should start a commentary channel, a YouTube gaming commentary channel. You should make some dream videos, maybe some videos on yourself where you know, maybe talk about your own videos over some CSGO surf gameplay. I'd watch that, to be honest. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you're at all new to the channel. Comment down suppressed if you've made it to the end of the video. And yeah, big thanks to my channel members. As always, you guys are the best. Follow me over my social medias and join the Discord server. Links all in the description below. But with that all being said, hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.